This is Paul. The queue we're on to. Yeah. Why are you in office? Yeah. Why do you have the privilege of not being prosecuted for your knowledge of crime? Why has any franchise in the United States been given to any individual as an employee of any of the independent corporations? Yes. To refuse to acknowledge the enforcement of the laws? No. If I have my way, yeah, I'll issue 10 million of these right now. See, I have an obligation to make sure, yes, that you do not stay in power. And the reason for that is I don't want my sons to grow up being adults in the United States with the knowledge that the individuals in the authority over them, yeah, can never be prosecuted for any knowledge of crime. Yeah. Now, conspiracy, hate crimes, yes, kidnapping, poach, abduction, forgery, yeah, Heidi Lee Budner. Right now! Now, I told you that I wanted to be the authority of their custody. You, the court, refused to remove your protection order, even though it's been used multiple times to arrest me for the false accusation of crime. It seems that as a Superior Court judge, you cannot be told what to do. As their father, I do not want you having authority over them. And it goes for every judge in every county of the United States that they might reside in for the rest of their lives. Yeah, I want to make sure, yes, that there is nobody in the employment of the government, of any form of government of the United States, yeah, that ever thinks that they can't be prosecuted. No. I'm going to have to live here for a very long time, and they're going to have to live here longer than I live here. Yeah. And if I have the availability of removing every corrupt judge of this nation, I sure am going to do that. Yeah. For the assurance that with my sons, yeah, if they need the authority of law, every judge that they get to talk to will always do what the law says. Now, it is one of these that as a father, I have to take into consideration the future generations of Americans. Yeah. And the idea, yes, that there are individuals that have special privilege, where they have the knowledge that exonerates the accused. Yeah. And they decide that they're just not going to enforce the laws. Now, let's say that I wanted to know all of those that have volunteered in the both Democrat and Republican parties for the last 50 years. I want your service right now! See, with what authority did you issue a protection order on July 8th of 2011? It wasn't with the authority of the Superior Court of Guam because that's where the arrest took place. Yeah. It was a civil subject matter. You never had any authority to issue it. Yeah. With what authority did you issue a dissolution of marriage? Yeah. I responded, I didn't want a dissolution of marriage. You issued a dissolution of marriage without any proof of service. Yeah. Without me receiving any of the documentation. And then your excuse for why was we just don't know where he is or who he is. The truth is, I was living in this county the whole time, except when I moved to Centralia for 10 months. Yeah, I stayed at the Serenity House multiple times. Yeah, and you did know who I was. Now, with what authority are you employed in law enforcement? Is it because of your employment contract? Yes. Or the actual office where you had sworn? Yes. That you will serve and protect the community that you are the police of? Yeah. Now, if I ask the scram right now, why are you in authority? No. It seems there's some confusion about why it is that you have any authority as employees of the government. Yeah, I have documented that I didn't commit any crimes. Yes, you refused to exonerate. Yeah, I documented that my wife took my sons without any due process. You've refused to return them to me so that I can be the authority of the custody. Yeah, I have documented that Mike had someone impersonate Marilyn Van Plan. And you refuse to acknowledge the obligation to protect and serve those that are residents of the individual cities. Now, I want to make sure that you understand, that you have convinced yourself that everything I'm saying is false. Yeah, when the truth of the evidence, it's all true. Everything I'm telling you. is true. Now, the obstructions of justice and all of the various forms of the obstructions of justice. Yeah, I told you that I wanted to speak to somebody that I have the legal right to speak to because of Susan Bowers. Now, I want to make absolutely sure